Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Man, I'm always so excited for nights like tonight because in our Discord, people are getting their dark arts picks, and everybody's kind of freaking out over them, which is awesome. So, we're gonna taste those tonight. We got some Barrels for Hope members watching tonight. They're gonna be tasting along with us. Liz B. I don't know if she wants me to say her last name, so I won't. But Liz brought me some samples at the Dark Arts release, and I'm excited because we're gonna taste the. I'll say hey to everybody in the chat. If you can hear me, let me know. Hopefully the audio's okay today. I think I've got it. I think I got it tuned in. Unless you guys say I don't, then I quit. So what Liz brought me today. First of all, let me just show you these sexy ass bottles. This is our two Barrels for Hope Dark Arts picks. This is the sherry, 7 years sherry, unique mash bill from MGP, 51% corn, 49% malted barley, finished in an Oloroso sherry cask. And we got the Barrels for Hope on the side there. Liquid gold on the other side. This one comes in at 111.6 proof. Gosh, is it gorgeous, man. I can't wait to taste that with you guys. Then we've got our white port. Now, this was my favorite. I think it's going to be a very big debate over which one of these is better. By the way, I haven't drank all these. I've just been sampling them like crazy. We opened this up at the Dark Arts release party and had some pours. But this is also a 7-year MGP. The proof comes in at 113.46 proof. This is finished in white port, and I'll tell you guys, man, when we tasted this, well, first Macaulay brought out a barrel that we absolutely fell in love with, and we weren't sure how many we could sell. So we knew we could get rid of all of the Oloroso sherry. We weren't sure how many of the white port we could get rid of, because I think the first barrel he brought out had, over 120 bottles. But then he told us he had a short barrel and he thought the yield was about 90, and he brought us a sample of that. And hell, we like that better than the initial sample. And so we thought we could definitely sell 90 of these. And of course, we sold out. They didn't even hit A1 stores. They were sold out in our Patreon. So we were super excited. We planned that just right. But let's see. This is Bourbon Junkies Dark Arts pick. And this is a 10.5 year. This is a sample Liz brought me. So I'm excited to try that, see how it is. We tasted some 10.5 year at Dark Arts, but it was 150 a bottle. And while they were good, I don't know that they were worth 150 a bottle personally. I really enjoyed the sherry finished and the white port finished for $50 less a bottle, more than the 10.5 year. But we're going to taste the Bourbon Junkie sample, see how it is tonight. I'm sure it's great. Whether you think it's worth 150, that's a whole nother thing. So then we're going to taste Bourbon Junkies. Well, it's not, I guess not Bourbon Junkies, but they started an NDP, a non-distilling producer, distillery, and Night Stalker. So we're going to be trying some Night Stalker. I'm excited. She sent me a sample of that as well, because I have not tried that. I've heard a lot of good things. This will be the first thing I've tasted out of EverNorth. So excited to taste that. We're going to get into, let's see, Cam with Drums and Drams. I love that guy. He's got such a great palate. But he did his first pick at River Roots. And I've heard that River Roots rye is exceptional. If he says it's exceptional, I'm sure that it is. This is 119 proof. The only reason we haven't done a River Roots pick is I think their bottles are $150 a piece or so. But and I think this is an 11.5-year-old rye. So interested to get into that. And then now this one I'm really not sure about. You guys know how big of a fan I am of Hard Truth. But this is their Farmer's Reserve. Now, it's two things I love. It's Hard Truth and it's chocolate malted rye. But it's finished with Amberana, one thing I hate. So I don't know how this is going to go. I've never had it. I'm super excited to get into it tonight, taste it, see what I think. If I trust anybody to do an Amberana finish, it would be Barrel Craft Spirits and then Brian Smith at Hard Truth. So, but Brian knows I do not like Amberana, and I'm sure he's perfectly fine with me, liking or not liking something he does. He's real good about that. So we're going to get into that. Then I thought I went in my bunker and I found a 2018 Foursquare rum that I have not had in forever. So we'll taste that as well. Let me say hey to some people in the chat, see what you guys are up to. Oh, and we're doing a giveaway as well. I haven't done a giveaway in so long. I can't remember how to get to my little ticker here. So $5 super chat is going to get you in a drawing for, I'll give you a sample of Dark Arts Sherry and Dark Arts White Port. Also Stag 23A and a sample of our Barrels for Hope Nashville Barrel Company pick, which is one of my favorite bottles I've tasted all year, if not my favorite bottle I've tasted all year. So we'll give you a sample of that. And you know what? We'll throw in a sample of the 2018 Foursquare rum as well. So $5 super chat gets you in for that. You get a sample of each, whoever wins at the end of the night. So Ed Sturgar's out here. What's up, buddy? Terry's in the house. Brian Rasky's here. Got the whole crew, man. Equal Opportunity Guns, Barrels for Hope. Nice, man. All right. Terry says the audio is great. Awesome. I think I got it down, guys. It only took me 5 years. Cheers, everyone. Man, this Dark Arts pick is fire. Hell yeah, dude. So, Ed, which one are you liking more? Ed Sturgar says audio is golden. Daniel sipping on some Jack Daniel's rye I picked up at the distillery. Oh, nice, man. That's one of my favorite bottles. So good, man. Brian says scored the Barrel Mizorana bottle tonight. Nice. You have to open that. Dude, that's one of my favorite bottles of the year. One of my favorite things I've tasted all year is that bottle. It's so good, man. Bourbon Hunter, what's up, man? Cheers. Daniel says, buy them all, Ed. Yeah, he knows. Horatio, what's up? Let's go. All right, man. Yeah, the bottle Ed has is fire. He sent that to me. I think we had that in a blind. Oh, that's the blind you sent me last week, Ed. It was awesome. Jamie Wilson, cheers. Looking forward to my first sip of the white port. Yeah, can't wait. We're going to get into these, man. We're going to get into these. Let's do this. Let's pour the Bourbon Junkies pick here real quick because I haven't had any whiskey tonight. So let me turn on my camera here. Jamie, I can't wait for you to taste it. It's Fat Kid whiskey, man. It is Fat Kid whiskey. All right, this is the Bourbon Junkies pick. Again. Just get all that in there. These sample bottles are nice. I guess while I'm doing that, let's give a little shout out to Liz here. Liz, thanks so much for these. This is I'm excited. All bottles I've been wanting to try. So this is Dark Arts Bourbon Junkies pick, 10.5 year MGP. The nose is gorgeous, as you would expect. Oh, the mash bill on this. Yeah, it just says 10 years, not 10.5. So I think some of the barrel picks we were tasting at Dark Arts were like 10.5. So, all right, let me know what you guys are drinking. Cheers, everybody. Let's see. What do we got going on? We have I'm gonna that was my first sip, so the oak really stood out for me on that first sip. Tasted good, but we'll give it just a second, take a second sip here. But first sip for me, when if I hadn't had anything all day, man, it's just overwhelming oak for me on almost any kind of whiskey I taste. All right, so let's see. Monday we've got Barrels for Hope Elijah Craig barrel proof pick. It's we did our founders pick last year. Got a short barrel also. Both of those were some of my favorite picks from last year. And since we did Elijah Craig barrel proof as our founders pick, we got to go back and do another one. So we're headed up there Monday. I'm on vacation all week next week. We're going to North Carolina to see my daughter. I'm so excited. I haven't seen her since Christmas. So if today was Friday, I'd probably really get some drinking on tonight, but we'll take it a little easy. All right. Let's see. All right, Taylor's here. What's up, buddy? I've been waiting all day to pop the white port with everyone. Heck yeah, man. God, I love release days. It's so funny because I saw on Discord, a lot of people are like, "Man, this is awesome. I should have got another bottle of the sherry." And we keep telling you guys, man, we're not lying when we tell you that these one bottles are amazing, and these two dark arts picks are amazing. That Bourbon Junkies pick is good. Really good. Heavy tobacco on it. Kind of chocolatey tobacco. It does have the MGP profile you would expect, kind of like those like pralines and cinnamon. But tobacco and chocolatey. It is, man, that's really good. If we're starting the night off like this, hell yeah, man. Let's see. Ed asked Lance how he likes it. Yeah, the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. It's one of my favorite bottles. So good. Equal opportunity guns. I haven't popped either dark arts yet. Waiting to try with y'all tonight. All right. That makes it more fun, man. This dark arts pick that the Junkies did is a little reminiscent of some NBC barrels that I taste that taste double barreled or almost double oaked. There is that kind of double barreled note in here, really faintly, which I love. It doesn't overpower it. It's a crushable whiskey at 110.4 proof. Man, I just love that proof point now. That 110 to 115 is so good. The thing that's standing out to me on this Bourbon Junkies pick is the tobacco note, which I absolutely love. I was looking at Nancy Fraley's flavor wheel, and she had tobacco as a fault note. I love it in whiskey when it's just faint, but it hangs on almost like when you walk into a cigar shop and you can smell that sweet tobacco. That's what that Bourbon Junkies pick is, man. That's good. Okay. Ed says he still likes the port more. Got a friend here tonight. Now her pick is the sherry. All right. I think it's gonna be an epic battle, man. I think everybody's gonna be split. And we thought they would. So I think the white port might be a little sweet for some people, but man, that's fat kid whiskey. Nick Reed, what's up, Nick? How you doing, buddy? Looking forward to these Barrels for Hope picks. My first. Oh man, gosh, did you get in on a good first pick, man? All right, David. I don't know if I told you, if I said, but I got you. I got you down. Right now, you're the only one in, so you're gonna win a flight. And really, guys, I do these super chats to win flights, not to make money. It just helps me pay for shipping because running a channel, you can't believe how much shipping costs. We're like constantly, it's our biggest expense. So anytime I give away stuff, I just do the super chats to help cover shipping. Let's see. Ed says he had a pour of Baker's earlier at the hotel bar. Damn, it was good. Nice. Ed, where are you? Are you allowed to say? I can't remember. For some reason, I think you might be in Louisville. Daniel says, tell Sylvia I say hi. I will, buddy. Sylvia's awesome, man. She's great. Mike Edwards is in the house. What's up, Mike? Man, Mike, thank you so much. Thanks to everybody that came to the Barrels for Hope release and helped pack all of those. I think we did a pretty good job, man. Hopefully, I mean, my wife and I almost got divorced screaming at each other over my Excel sheets. I'm joking. It wasn't that bad, um, but yeah, always when you're getting two barrels ready and you have a lot of different orders, it's a little chaotic and stressful. You don't want to mess anything up. But everybody that was there to help was amazing, and it was awesome. So, um, Mike says, have the 2 Barrels for Hope Dark Arts picks, and DA finished with toasted. Oh yeah, I don't know how you say that, but I have had that. Uh, it is a mouthful. Mike, what's your favorite, man? I tell you, this Bourbon Junkies pick is fantastic, but it better be for $150. Mm, that's a good whiskey, man. Dark Arts just doing good stuff, man. Really good stuff. All right, guys, you ready to get into these Barrels for Hope Dark Arts picks? I'm going to go the sherry. We're going to do the sherry first. Let me get that comment off. All right. God, I love these bottles, man. So beautiful. All right, you guys that are in here from Barrels for Hope, do not be shy, man. Tell me what notes you guys are getting. It's beautiful. Terry says he warmed up with 132 Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Now pouring the Dark Arts sherry. Hopefully, it's not invisible after that 132. So, initially, guys, my initial thoughts and talking with a lot of people is that I'm glad that we made this Sherry Oloroso the membership bottle that you guys got automatically, because I've heard from a lot of people that they said, I normally don't like sherry and they love this pick. And that's the thing about Macaulay and Dark Arts when they're blending these, it's such a delicate blend. It's not it's not crazy. Oh, I do have more super chats. Am I missing some? Oh, I'm just not down there yet. All right. Sorry, man. I'll get to you guys. Promise. But that's the great thing is that they are not over blending, or it doesn't feel like they're putting stuff in wet barrels. It's just really nicely done. And so if you thought you didn't like sherry, I would challenge you to taste this. Man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know. You might know that this is finished on the nose. There's some those like tobacco kind of nuttiness, kind of like dark fruits on the nose, like a plum, like plum skin almost. But definitely some tobacco notes there. Not as strong as on the Bourbon Junkies pick, but it's there. All right, let's go in for this. Cheers, guys. Thanks to all of you that make Barrels for Hope happen. Oh, come on. Come on. God dang, that's good. Those like dark red fruit, plum, tobacco notes are just instantly what stood out for me on that first sip. Let's see. Sweet Oak, what's up? Loving these Barrels for Hope picks tonight. Right now, it's a toss up. I know it's hard. It is really hard. When we were at the pick and when we were trying to decide between these two, man, we each were fighting for what we wanted. It was a hard decision. Top dog, cheers all. I got my Dark Arts sherry today. Can't wait. Also love the bottle presentation. Man, it's so funny. Some people are like, bottle presentation doesn't matter. It matters, man. It's just like within food, you taste first with your eyes. And if you get a nice bottle like these. It makes you excited to drink it. But I was a marketing major, so I'm kind of partial to those things. All right, so let's see. Top dog, will I be receiving the second Dark Arts bottle, or is it something I had to order? No, so Top Dog, the sherry one was included in your membership, so you didn't have to pay for that. But we posted in Discord, or I'm sorry, we posted in Patreon a poll to opt in for the white port, and you had to answer that poll. And saying that you wanted another one. And if you answered in that poll, you got one because we hit our number dead on. So so we don't have any extra. We sold out, but always, if you didn't know, be looking in Patreon. Make sure you turn your notifications on so that you never miss those polls. We usually will tell you guys in Discord, hey, we're getting ready to post in Patreon. Make sure you look at it so you get a chance to get extra bottles when we buy extra barrels. So all right. Horatio, what's up, buddy? I got you down. Sorry, guys. I'm taking these names down. All right. Let me take a second sip of this. Oh, man. The malted rye just pairs so well with the sherry, man, in this. So it's 51% corn, 49% malted rye. Really unique mash bill from MGP. When we were tasting through barrel picks, we actually found a single barrel that was that mash bill. It wasn't finished in anything, and it blew all of us away, and we absolutely loved it. And so Macaulay was like, well, if you guys like this mash bill, let me go get one that's finished in sherry that we haven't released yet. This was the first sherry that Dark Arts has released. So unique mash bill, first one Dark Arts has released, and a mash bill that we freaking love. The single barrel of this was just fantastic that wasn't finished. So, all right, Top Dog, I got you down. Ed Sturgar, I got you down. And for those of you that are in, whoever wins the flight tonight, if you're in Barrels for Hope, obviously you don't want the two samples of maybe you do want the sample of the white ports. I know the Top Dog said he didn't have one. So if you want something else in my collection, I'll send you a picture of what it is and you can get anything in there, man. All right. Throw the blame on me if you get any emails. Yeah. Yeah. Bud messed up one of the labels. But I think we caught it quick enough. We were able to backtrack, or he threw about 30 boxes off. Hopefully that's not the case though. Man, I love this sherry. Let me catch up here and see what notes you guys are getting on it. Mike said you only had 2 spreadsheets. Yeah, I did. All right. See, Ed, I listen sometimes. You're in Louisville. Ray Warren, I got you, buddy. All right. Mike Edwards, the port finish for sure, but the sherry finish is better with a cigar. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I mean, I don't smoke cigars, but I think I posted in Discord. I think the sherry, I can imagine that is perfect with a cigar. And then the white port, I thought was a perfect dessert pour. So, man, it's just so well done. It doesn't blow you away. It's not. I have a Nulu pick that's finished in sherry, not Oloroso, but it's finished. And it's like it tastes more like a blend than it was finished. There's just so much sherry influence on it that's just overdone. This is just really well balanced, crushable, goes down super easy, does not fight you. I mean, goodness, that bottle can get you in trouble, man. It's really good. All right, Philip, what's up, buddy? Just in time to crack the Dark Arts. Hell yeah. We're just tasting through it now. Let me know your notes, guys. Give me your notes. What are you tasting? Are you tasting anything different than me? Jamie Wilson, I got you, bud. I recognize your name. I'm seeing all your guys' names in my spreadsheets. New Barrels for Hope member, but was able to get the white port. Great cause and looking forward to the next pick. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, so we're doing well, welcome. Thank you, bud. Thanks for supporting Barrels for Hope. We have big things coming, man. It's gonna be so much fun. With year-end event coming up in July. I think most of you know. I think there's like 4 tickets left. You don't have to be a Barrels for Hope member now to get into the year-end event. But there's 4 tickets left. Just go to barrelsforhope.com. You can read about it. But Bernie Lubbers from Heaven Hill is going to be there. Fred Minnick is going to be there. Jason C. with Mash and Drum is going to MC. We've got about $11,000 in inventory in bottles and allocated bottles that we're going to raffle off that night. We're doing a barrel pick with 100 people at Starlight. If you have a ticket to the event, you'll get on a bus Saturday morning, and we're going to take buses over to Starlight from Louisville, do a barrel pick. It's going to be amazing. We even contacted the Guinness Book of World Records because I think it's probably the largest barrel pick ever done. But I don't think they're coming. But what else have we got going on? Oh, we're going to Bourbon Pursuit. Ryan and Kenny will be there. We're doing their tasting experience. There's going to be a cocktail hour for the ladies Friday night. Bottle shares in the hotel rooms Friday and Saturday night. It's just going to be freaking amazing time. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And the big thing, the reason, we all do this, we're donating $40,000 to charity. So we've got people, representatives from every charity are going to be there to present checks, and a lot of representatives from most of the barrel picks we did will be there. So big event. Just excuse me, couldn't be more excited. Let's see here. Oh, damn, Michael. All right, buddy, I got you down. I got to tell you, man, not just because Michael just had a super chat like that, but I was telling my wife on the way home from A1 after we did the packing party. I just had so much fun talking to Mike Saturday and just shooting the shit and eating lunch together and just hanging out with him. Such a good dude. I love that guy. All right. Jamie says, agree on the tobacco and the long finish. All right, here we go. Here's some notes from Equal Opportunity Guns. Oak, candy corn, plum, leather, tobacco would be my initial tasting notes. Damn, it's good and bold. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. The sweetness is so good. It's there is, if you've never had it, Smoke Wagon had some experimental ryes they did from MGP with a high malted rye content, and some of those notes carry over into this glass. It's got some of those like chocolatey, tobacco-y notes to it. And we are getting that on Bourbon Junkies pick too. So top dog. Wow, this is delicious. The sherry, I know. It's right. It's so well done though. It's not like overpowering. It's just kisses it, right? Just kisses that bourbon. Andy, loving the Dark Art Sherry. Can't wait to pick a killer EC pick with a barrel. Oh, nice, Andy. You're going to the Barrels for Hope pick Monday. Awesome. I wanted to go so bad, but we're going to North Carolina, so I won't be there. But I'm so excited you guys get to go. That was one of the big things when we created Barrels for Hope. We know like a bucket list item for people is to go on barrel picks. So we wanted to make sure our members who are supporting such great causes and such awesome people got to do that. So that's one of our main goals. And especially with at the year-end event, 100 of you are going to get to do a barrel pick. I think we did all right for our first year getting you guys on barrel picks. Taylor Folds. I don't know if it's just me, but I get some dark chocolate. Yeah, I get dark chocolate too, Taylor, for sure. It's so good. It's so good, man. These are whiskeys you want to sit down with in a quiet room and just explore. Take your time with them. Probably taste different things every time you sit down. I can tell you that's changed a little bit since it's open and it's just got better. As with most finished whiskeys, you give them a little air and they will get better. So, Edward Young, it was not 30 boxes, but cheers. No, I meant after we messed up, we packaged about another 30 boxes. I know you only messed up one box, but I was saying you might have thrown those 30 off by messing up one, but I don't think you did. The everybody that was on the packing party for Dark Arts, man, it's so much fun Saturday. You guys were awesome. Equal opportunity gun. Now that cigars are mentioned, this Dark Arts would give a Magnus cigar blend a run for its money and or beat it, dude. I know I'm extremely biased, but I'm telling you, man, the barrels for hope picks that we've done. If you guys, whoever wins this flight tonight, if you have not tasted the Nashville Barrel Company pick we did this year, holy shit, is it good? It is. It is mind blowing. Ed Sturgar gave it to me in a double blind against a Stag Junior, and it was no question the NBC was better than the Stag Junior. It was. I think he gave me 23A. So whoever wins the flight tonight, you can do that blind if you want. See which one you like better. I bet you're gonna like our NBC pick better. Nick, getting tobacco, dark fruits, dark cherry or plum. Is this high rye notes coming through? Yeah, it is. 51% corn, 49% malted rye. So, yeah, it's a unique mash bill from MGP, and it just works perfectly. Works perfectly with that sherry. Mm. It doesn't slow down either, man. Just beautiful. All right, let me get through these sherry notes and then sherry comments, and then we'll get to the white port. Terry, I get the same plum tobacco notes. Ed Sturgar, will Brian from Hard Truth be at the year-end event? No, I don't. He couldn't make it. I think he had something else planned. We talked about it, but he was wanting to come, but couldn't make it happen. Top Dog, going back in for my second sip. The longer it sits, open up, it smells amazing. Yeah, for sure. Daniel said Heaven Hill barrel pick is awesome time. Rick House is insane. Yeah, the new tasting place is awesome, man. And the pick experience at Heaven Hill is better than it was a few years ago. I mean, I liked going into the Rick House and the tight quarters next to the barrels and stuff, but that tasting room they've got now in the Rick House and rolling out all those different barrels it's just better. I just like it better. Sylvia's done a really good job with their pick program. Jeffrey Whack, what's up, dude? Cheers, man. We are just tasting the sherry. So Jeffrey Whack, if you haven't subscribed to Hello Again Whiskey Friends, you should. They're awesome. Kelsey and Darrell and Jeffrey, nicest guys in the world. But Jeffrey came on the pick with us, helped us with the Dark Arts pick, and he was one of the guys fighting for the sherry, which is just a beautiful bottle. So if you guys that like the sherry better, you can thank Jeffrey. Mike Edwards, okay to switch to something else 30 minutes in before I cash out both these bottles. No shit, dude. I mean, mine. I'm already putting a hurting on it, man. It's. I can't stop drinking them. They're so good. They're so good. Top Dog. The NBC wins hands down in many NBC blinds. Yeah, I mean, Josh. So we did a bottle share, and Josh did. Josh brought a ton of NBC picks. And I thought ours was the best, but again, I'm pretty biased. At Sturgar, NBC Barrels for Hope pick is the leader in the clubhouse for best pours of 2024. I think I agree, Ed. I think I agree. Mr. Jigs. Oh no. I don't like seeing this. If there's an issue with the dark arts from Barrels for Hope, do you contact you at Whiskey Tornado? No, send me a message at lance@barrelsforhope.com and we'll get you straightened out, buddy. Did we send you the wrong bottle? Did we send you too many bottles? We'll get it figured out. We got some extras, so we always hold back some in case there's a shipping mishap or we hold back, 5 for the year-end event. So if something happens, we're good. We're good. Oh shit. You got too many. Mr. Jigs, are you going to the year-end event? Did you get too many sherry or too many white port? I'm worried that's going to happen a lot. All right. Let's get in to the white port. If you've got it, if you didn't get a white port, you should have answered the poll because you're missing out. But hopefully you'll win tonight. I can get you a sample. But if you didn't get a white port, pour another glass of sherry. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Life like Trevor. On my way home from Effingham with my bottles. Nice. All right, dude. Love these days. Top dog, without throwing out names that we all know, Barrels for Hope NBC pick is still my favorite. I don't think it's I never get offended if tastes and palates are subjective. So if somebody likes somebody else's pick more than our picks, that doesn't offend me at all. That's all right. Um Shit, even if I love something and you think it tastes like shit, that's okay too. In fact, like Bacta 1928, I love that. I gave that a sample of that to Jeffrey Wack and Josh with Stuff and Whiskey, and they hated it. They thought I was crazy for loving that bottle. But that's okay. We all have different palates. That's what makes it great. Oh, top talking. You were on 2 of the NBC picks. Yeah, that Barrels for Hope pick is hard to beat, man. Michael, too many would not be a problem. Horatio, are they in stores now? None of our picks are in stores. All right, we've sold out of everything we've bought. So, yeah, no. Cloud Owl Lance, was everything shipped? Usually I have a FedEx notification by now and haven't received one. So sometimes FedEx will do 2 pickup dates. Cloud Owl, I'm positive we packed yours. I remember seeing your labels. I know you have them coming. We packed them. So I'll have to check with Narav and make sure that everything came to pick up because especially when we do that many, when there's 300 bottles or whatever, they'll come in 2 different days. So it may just be that they haven't picked up yet. They only picked up half. So I'd say if you don't see it by tomorrow, end of the day, then email me or message me. You know how to get a hold of me, and we'll look into it. But I'm positive your labels were on boxes. So Ed Sturgar, I'll take the extras off your hands. Equal opportunity guns. I'm still overwhelmed with happiness when I drink the Barrels for Hope Mitter. Oh, I'm with you, dude. I was just telling somebody that came to pick up bottles yesterday. That's one of the bottles I go back to the most. It is fantastic. And I know people are going to say I'm crazy when I say this, but I think that bottle beats some of the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. It's fire, man. So good. All right, let's get into this white port. Oh, Jesus. My God. The nose on the white port. Now, you guys know I'm a fat kid at heart, and this is fat kid whiskey. This is so sweet. Man, if you don't like sweet whiskey, this white port is not for you. Phew. It smells like not dark grapes, not like like I always refer to my grandparents had these grapevines on their house at their house that were like the skin was really thick and they were like a dark purple, almost black. This is more like white grapes. But man, does it smell good. All right. Cheers, everybody. Just make you smile, man. That will make you smile. This white port is definitely a dessert bomb on the nose. It's like vanilla caramel cheesecake. Yeah, that's a good call out, man. That's a great call out. It's like it is like that. It's like a vanilla caramel cheesecake with berries on top or grapes. The overwhelming note for me though on the palate is pears. It's like sugared candied pears. Maybe vanilla cheesecake with pears on top. That might be it, man. Horatio, I agree with you on the Bacta. I'm drinking that tonight. Nice, man. The Bacta 1928 is good, but I don't want to ruin this for you. I was watching. We were talking about. I was making fun of Jeffrey on his channel for not liking Bacta 1928, and Kelsey Dime. I'm so sorry, Horatio, if I ruined the bottle for you. Kelsey Dime said when he has Calvados, which Calvados is blended into the 1928, he tastes what unused baby diapers smell like. And when he said that, and I took another sip of Bacta 1928, I was like, you asshole. I could not get that note out of my head. Lance, can we start doing 1.75 liter picks with all these thirsty? It's a good idea. Mm, man, golly, that's good. Top dog. Oh my god, now I remember my grandparents' grapevines and how thick the skin and how dark they were. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I should probably know. It's probably just like Concord grapes or something. But when your grandparents had their own grapevine and you were a kid out there running around and you're just picking grapes off the vines, they just hit different, man. So I'll get that note sometimes. It brings me back to my childhood. Ed, what vanilla caramel cheesecake with pears on top, man. That's what I get. You said, "Hey, Ratio, you're good. Still delicious." All right, good, good. I don't want to ruin it for you. Port afterwards was amazing. Definitely a dessert bomb. Yeah, dude, it is, man. Mm. For me, the white port wins. I mean, they're both phenomenal, but it's just the white port is just so well rounded. It's more velvety, kind of buttery on the palate, which I absolutely love. It's higher proof than the sherry, but I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, it's higher proof, but I kind of think it tastes lower proof. Man, mm-mm-mm. It's good stuff. Mm. Yeah, I'd say the fruit note I get definitely pears or like white grapes, but just beautiful, beautifully well balanced. Um, and this barrel, this was a short barrel, and it had a little bit more tobacco-y notes than the first barrel that we tried that we were gonna get. Now, I don't really taste the tobacco notes here, but when we were A/B comparing, it really stood out as this being the darker of the two, and it was a lot better. It was just more complex and really, really good, man. Gosh, that's good. Um, Lance, have you had the Bacta 2000? No, the only Bacta I've had is the 1928, which I really love. I love that. It's a good bottle, but I can see why some people wouldn't like it. All right, so those are the two picks, man. I hope you guys enjoy them. As always, thanks for supporting Barrels for Hope. We're gonna move on to some other tastings tonight because oh wait, dang, we're 46 minutes into this. We still got a bunch of things to taste. So thank you guys for making this possible. Without you guys, we are not able to do such awesome picks. And as always, a huge thank you to Narav and A1. Without them, we definitely wouldn't be able to do this. It's because of them. So if you're ever in Effingham or driving up 57 in Illinois, stop in Effingham by A1 and support Narav and that store because it's only because of them we're able to donate 40,000 to charity and because of you guys. So thank you guys so much, man. We're so excited to bring these picks to you. It's pretty special. All right, let's make way. But that was fun, man, because that's our first finished picks that we've done of the year. So, all right, man, I feel sorry for these picks coming in behind what we just tasted. We're gonna do. Let me get this up here. I'm really excited to taste this. We're gonna do Night Stalker here. So this is from EverNorth, Bourbon Junkies. Started a distillery. It was called Virtue Spirits, but I don't think they looked up the trademark or something, and then they had to change the name. So now it's EverNorth. I think Coors or somebody owned it. Somebody big owned the cinema cease and desist letter, I think. So let's see. This is 114 proof blend of straight bourbon. So I don't know, really no idea what we got in here. I don't even know what these cost. So if anybody knows, let me know. Oh, the nose is really nice. Your typical caramel, very fruity, way more fruit than I would have expected on this. But like red fruits, like nothing specific stands out, just like almost like a cocktail syrupy kind of note to it. That sometimes I get that cocktail syrup kind of note in some Barton. So I think they do have some Barton barrels that they're blending with. Funny enough, I should have looked up the stats on this. It has like a really faint Amberana note, and I think Sean hates Amberana, so I'm sure there's none of that in here. I just don't know why I'm getting that note. Okay, we got by the way, we got 8 in for the drawing tonight so far. So if anyone else wants in, we'll probably do the drawing, I don't know, here in about 15 minutes. So for me on the Night Stalker, the MGP shines on this. And it's a little drying on the back end. I will say the bottle label, A plus. It had me wanting a bottle for just because of the label, but this is good whiskey. I'm curious to know what they charge for it. It's not blowing my socks off. It's It's good. It tastes like a good Remus pick to me. So, if they're charging 60, 65 bucks for it, I would think that was a fair price for it. Um, Good bottle. I mean, really good blending from a non-distilling producer that's releasing one of their first things. This is great. But I don't think, like, if you didn't get this bottle, I wouldn't have FOMO about it. But really nice, actually. The more you drink it, the better it gets. Yeah, that's really well done. Really well done. If that's a $65 bottle, that's really good. The only thing that I would knock on it, it comes in really, really buttery and the texture is really nice. And then it dries my palate out really quickly. Um, I wish I was getting a little more of the red fruits on the nose than I am on the palate, but the palate is just that, like, cinnamon kind of pralines. When you buy those bags of salted pecans or cinnamon sugar pecans, that's kind of what's on the palate, which kind of reminds me of MGP. Um, but yeah, actually a little peanut butter there, but it just dries my mouth out at 114 proof. It's just a little too drying on the palate for me, especially after what we just tasted. I don't think it's in the realm of those dark arts picks. But I mean, if I blended that, if I had a non-distilling producing, if I was a non-distilling producer and I blended that, I'd be proud of it. I'd be really proud of it. So um, it's really good. You're definitely not gonna be mad if you bought that bottle. All right. Moving on. We got to change. We got to save the hard truth for last, because if that's blended with Amberana, if it's chocolate malt blended with Amberana, I mean, great idea. Chocolate malt from Hard Truth's one of my favorite things. But we're gonna do Drums and Drams River Roots here. I've never had it, so let's see. Now this is an expensive bottle. This bottle, I think, runs close to 150. I think so. Let's get into this. All right. 11.5-year-old rye. Ooh, boy. Nose a little funky for me. Um, in older ryes, I often get like a peppermint oil pine note, and I'm definitely getting that on this. I think River Roots is their own distillate. I don't think it's MGP, but I'm not sure. On the nose, I'm getting a lot of notes I get on old MGP 95.5 ryes. The 95.5 rye from MGP, when it gets 10 plus years old, I start to get those like pine, forest floor, peppermint oil. When I hunted a lot, I used to wear these wafers on my hat. I think they were called forest floor. That's what it smells like to me. It smells like it's gonna be hot. What's the proof on it? 119.3. All right. Cheers, everybody. Man, this tastes like a 95.5 MGP old rye. There's some that oh, Traverse City. Traverse City has some older ryes that were like 8 to 10 years. They were MGP that were really nice. Um what's the other one? Hughes, Bedford, Bell, or whatever. I can't remember what it is. That they had some that are up there. This tastes a lot like that. Let me see. Let me catch up in chat here. Might be 150. Oh, this is 115. Okay. Okay. I mean, That's a decent price for an 11.5 year rye. I mean, you don't see those every day. Cloud out. Oh, cheers, buddy. All right, I got you down. Let's see. Second sip, this gets even better. It is strong peppermint oil. This is a Christmas pour to me. Now, I have not seen Cam's review at all, and I really want to collab with Cam. We've talked about it several times. I think we're going to try to do that pretty soon. Um, but I would like to collab with him and hear his tasting notes on this. To me, I am getting a little bit of that citrus, like lemon lime kind of thing, but mostly it's peppermint oil and pine, like a forest floor. It's delicious, but this is more delicious for me around the holidays than it is right now. And I get that on MGP stuff, man. Oh, okay. Mike says it is MGP. Okay. It tastes like MGP. The mouth feels great. The texture is great. The finish is fantastic. Um, if you like peppermint oil and pine, this is your thing. I do love those type of ryes at a certain time of year. So in the summer, not so much. Near the holidays, for sure. And that's just what I get, man. It's a peppermint oil bomb. Um, no, Ed, not this doesn't taste like pinhook rye. No. So the thing is with some MGP 95.5 ryes when they're young, you get, at least I get, when MGP 95.5 ryes are young, I get a lot of dill, especially if it's not done that well. As they get older, I start to get this like citrusy lemon lime note. As they get real old, 8 to 11 years old, which is old for a rye, I get these peppermint oil pine notes. That, don't get me wrong, I love them. I just have to be in the mood. It's got to be the right time of year. This is a beautiful bottle for Christmas, I believe. So, um, that's awesome that Cam picked this for his first pick. Very cool. Ed, I'm beginning to hate anything from Texas. Even Still Austin? Still Austin's not bad. Mm. Ed, I was curious if you watched Mash and Drum last night and you saw his Booker's flight, or as I like to call it, Peanuts 15 Ways. All right, great pick, Cam. Good pick. Man, we just been hitting some great whiskey tonight. All right, here we go. Let's read about this. I got some things up here. Cheers to everybody. Hope you guys are having a good night and a wonderful week. All right, so next up, let me get Ed's comment off there. Next up is Hard Truth. This is Farmer's Reserve. Now, the artwork on this was done by John Cougar Mellencamp. It is an odd drawing. I don't know the story behind it. I probably should have done some research. But as far as I know, from talking to Brian with Hard Truth, John Cougar Mellencamp doesn't drink whiskey, but he is into giving back to the farmers in Indiana. So I think his son helps with the blending and picking of these. Uh, the specs here: sweet mash bourbon and chocolate malted rye, rested on toasted Amburana wood. It's 53 barrels, bottled at 106 proof. Aroma is sweet, rich notes of cinnamon brown sugar, leading to toasted coconut. Taste warm coffee cake, gives way to vanilla. Dark chocolate, subtle. Finish toasted coconut, black pepper. I mean, it sounds delicious, guys. All right. Fresh glass. See how this. I just do not like Amburana, but if I trust anyone, it's Brian. So thanks again to Liz for hooking us up with the samples tonight. We're going to do a drawing here in about probably 5 minutes, guys. Son of a bitch, that smells good. Mm. All right, Mike B, I got you down. Pretty good odds tonight, guys. 1 in 10. We only got 10 super chats. So the chocolate malted rye was my rye of the year last year. One of the most unique, best things that came out, and it was from Hard Truth. So to have this, something I love from a distillery I love, finished in something I hate, I'm so interested. The nose is an A+ for me. It is that beautiful dark chocolate you get from the chocolate malted rye, a little coffee note. The more you smell this, you do find the amberana. At first, I was just overwhelmed by chocolate and coffee. It smelled like I was smelling just a really good chocolate malted rye from Hard Truth. But the more you smell this, that amberana starts to come through. For me, for a lot of people, when they taste or smell amberana, they get like cinnamon rolls, and I get where they're coming from. I get two things that I don't like. Number one is I was at my grandparents' farm a lot growing up, and they sprayed horses with this stuff called horse and mane. It's a horse fly spray, and amberana gives me that note that I will never get out of my head of horsefly spray. And then also cinnamon cat piss. It's got like this cinnamon ammonia kind of thing to it that I just don't like, man. I know amberana is hot right now and everybody's about it, but that horsefly spray, that horse and mane is in here, but not to the degree that I've had it in some other stuff. We had a amberana finished rye at Dark Arts, and we told him like most of us don't like amberana. He gave it to us anyway. It was fine, but I just didn't like it. It's amberana. I couldn't get it out of my head. The only two amberana finished whiskeys I've had to date is one which tastes like apples. It's just so appley. They finished it really well. And then Barrel Craft Spirits did an amberana finish that I actually can stand and like, and it's not overly done. So, all right, cheers, everybody. Let's see what Hard Truth did. Boy, that's funky, man. That's like you ever had somebody make apple cider for you and they left the cinnamon sticks and cloves in too long? That's what that tastes like. I bet you could make some fantastic Christmas cocktails with this stuff. Um, this is unique. If you love amberana finished stuff, I think you'll absolutely love this. I don't know that it's for me, and that's the first thing from Hard Truth that I've tasted that's not for me. Yeah, it's it's like if you made apple cider and you poured bitter dark coffee into it, and then you left cinnamon sticks and clove sticks in there too long. That's what that tastes like. It's kind of drying on the palate. I'm not a fan of that one. There are going to be some people that are. I think you could make a wonderful Christmas cocktail with this. You get real creative and make some good Christmas cocktails with this. But that's the first thing from Hard Truth that I'm not a big fan of. Ed says you'll love this, Lance, being you love coconut. I love Samoa cookies. Daniel, Illinois football shirt, glutton for punishment. I am. I know, man. Mike Edwards, I could be wrong, but most of any celebrity branded or inspired whiskeys are terrible. You're not wrong, Michael. You're right, but If you haven't had the John Cougar Mellencamp, the first one they did, what was that called? Harvest Rye, I think. It is fantastic. This, they just went for the gimmicky finish stuff that's kind of hot. I'm not a fan. The first one he did was awesome though. Mark, I got a Jepson's Amberana from Harvest that I liked. I don't believe you. I'm just teasing you, Mark. I am not an Amberana fan, man. Sweet Oak Farmers Reserve smells like a very good cinnamon roll. The vanilla is wonderful. I mean, yeah, I think, like I said, I think a lot of people are going to like this. If you like Amberana finished stuff, I think you'll absolutely love this. It's very, very unique. There's nothing on the market that tastes like this. Nothing. Let me take one more sip. There's like this potpourri basket kind of thing going on too in there. I cannot, I'm sorry guys, I just can't. It's not my flavor profile. I just can't do it. I get why people love it though. Cocktails maybe straight. No. I don't know what that means, David. I might have had too much whiskey. Cheers, Mark. Mark, did you pick up your dark arts picks yet? All right. All right. So, last thing we want to taste tonight. Oh, I haven't had this in so long. So I'm really interested to see. And we're going to throw this in the blind for those of you that send in super chats. Again, super chats just to cover shipping, but we're going to draw a flight for somebody tonight, winning flight. And in that, we are going to do, let's see. This is a 2018 Foursquare rum. I have not had this in a while. So someone mentioned Foursquare today. And I thought, man, I got to go find that bottle and get into it. So let's see. Oh, I can smell it from here. Man, it smells good. Oh boy. It has that kind of like burnt rubber note that I get on some rums. Tons of vanilla, maple syrup. Man, Foursquare does good. All right, cheers everybody. Cheers to summer coming up. Oh shit. All right, that's coming back out of the bunker. That's been sitting in a back closet. Wow. God dang, that's good. So good. Speaking of summer, are you guys getting all the cicadas? We've got, where I'm at, we're supposed to get both broods, like the 13-year and the 17-year at the same time. They're supposed to be like, I've read 1.5 million per acre or something crazy. And the pictures I'm seeing from towns that are like 30 minutes away, I'm like, oh no, it looks bad. This is 92 proof. Oh my gosh, this is good. All right, whoever wins this flight tonight, you're going to be very happy because you're going to get a pour of this Foursquare rum. It's 10 years old. It was released in January of 2018. So good. All right, Top Dog. Top Dog, I can hear them. They're in the surrounding cities, but haven't had one on my property yet. Yeah, I know, man. It's going to be nasty. Let me know if and when. All right. Cheers, buddy. We're about to wrap her up. I'm going to do this drawing real quick. Had them in DC a couple years ago, but nothing this year. Man, we get them every year, but some years are worse than others. But this year, They're just out of control. And in general, I love them because again, it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of summers playing outside in my childhood. Um, but I don't want 1.5 million per acre. That's for sure. God, that's good stuff. All right, guys, let's do this drawing. See who wins. All right. So, we got 1 through 10 here. I'll read you guys. I'll read you off. David Bass is number 1. Horatio Valdez number 2. Top Dog 3. Ed Sturgar 4. Ray Warren 5. Jamie Wilson 6. Michael Edwards 7. Ed Young 8. Cladow Guy 9. And Mike B is number 10. So we'll just do this in the phone. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 10. Let's see, did it? All right, it picked 10. So Mike B, you're the big winner, buddy. If you would, Mike, email me at lance@barrelsforhope.com and let me know you won the drawing. Give me your address and I'll package these up, these samples tonight. You'll get a sample of the 2 Barrels for Hope Dark Arts picks, the Sherry, the White Port, Stag Junior 23A, and let's see, Barrels for Hope NBC. And then I also said I'd throw in the 4 Square rum. So we'll throw in all those for you. Just email me your address and I'll get those out to you. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for everything. Thanks for supporting Barrels for Hope. You've made this year amazing. You've made, it was nice to turn my wife's cancer into something positive. And I just love all you guys to death. So thanks for hanging with me tonight, tasting through these. And we will talk to you. I'm on vacation next week, so I'll be in North Carolina with my daughter, so no live stream next week, but then we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming. Cheers, everybody. For those of you going to the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Pick, have fun. And we'll talk to you guys on the next live stream. Later, everybody.